Well, good Sunday evening, Southeast Texas. A quiet weather pattern for a change. The hard freeze is over, and we'll take a look at some of our cameras here for a few minutes. Our Roofing 911 Skycam network over in Orange, sponsored by the Horseman's Western Store. Of course, started out cold this morning. We started out in the middle 20s in the Triangle, low 20s up in the East Texas Lakes area. The clouds kind of helped them out a little bit. We had just enough wind at times too along Interstate 10 to keep our temperatures from getting into the lower 20s. So actually wasn't too terrible. It was certainly colder with the last event than what we saw here. Beautiful sunset this evening on our Roofing 911 Skycam network outside our 12 studios. And temperatures beginning to cool off. We're now in the 40s. It's going to be a cold night, but may even see some scattered frost across parts of the area in the morning, but certainly nothing like what we've had the last couple of mornings, that's for sure. On our Roofing 911 camera outside our 12 studios, sponsored by Mid-County Plumbing. Some high clouds way off in the distance there. We'll be in the lower to mid 30s tonight, so no hard freeze, no reason to drip water, drain water lines or anything like that. So we're in pretty good shape there, and we should see highs for the first time in quite a while into the 60s tomorrow. That's going to be nice. Up in the lakes area, cold day today on our Roofing 911 Skycam network. Jasper, sponsored by Pavalis. You got into the low 50s. We were in the low to mid 50s in the Triangle today. Boy, that wind was still cold. And the wind was actually out of the south-southwest today. That just goes to show you the water temperatures have really cooled off with that wind not really warming us up too much. But it should be warmer, should be in the 60s tomorrow with more of a southwesterly wind. And our temperatures above the surface throughout the atmosphere will be warmer as well. So looking for mid 60s for highs coming up tomorrow in the Triangle, lower 60s in the lakes here. Another shot down there at Port Arthur. Beautiful sunset, looking at the water there. The camera sponsored by Market Basket, our Roofing 911 Skycam camera down in Port Arthur. Port Arthur, you'll escape any freeze tonight. That's good news. You'll be in the mid 30s across the Port Arthur area, Mid-County. Weather headlines, a cold night ahead, much warmer coming up tomorrow. And we still got that chance of rain coming in late in the day Tuesday toward dark, on and off throughout the night. It's not a big deal. It's a Pacific cold front that'll come through, and it'll give us that chance of rain. Certainly no severe weather or anything like that. Maybe a ½ inch, 3/4 in a few spots, possible at the most. Not expecting a ton of rain, that's for sure. And then it looks dry after that with temperatures in the near 70-degree range by the end of the week. 46 now in Jasper. We're running in the low 40s. So it's a cold evening. We'll drop, as I said, to the lower 30s coming up by tomorrow morning. Should have clear skies. It's a little bit warmer out in the Houston area. They're running close to 50 degrees right now out to our west. Temperatures across the rest of the state, well, it has been cold, that's for sure, but finally thawing out today. We had a lot of 50s today across Texas compared to the 40s we had yesterday. It's 47 in Tyler, 49 as we said in Houston. Colder over in Lake Charles. They're at 39. Cold air beginning to retreat off to the east. 53 San Antonio and Austin, 58 Junction, 56 in Abilene. But it'll be a chilly night. If you're heading out tonight, be sure to grab that jacket, grab that coat, because it's going to be pretty chilly, but at least no major freeze at all expected. We're running about 5 degrees warmer right now than we were 24 hours ago. Some 13 degrees warmer up in the lakes area compared to this exact same time yesterday. And tomorrow, this map will have a lot of colors on it because we'll be a lot warmer tomorrow than we were today by some 12 to 15 degrees coming up for tomorrow's. Most areas get into the 60s for highs for your Monday and Tuesday. Satellite view, lots of clear skies here locally. Some high clouds across far west Texas and in Mexico. Some of these will start working into range coming up by tomorrow. So we'll probably see skies becoming partly cloudy through the area tomorrow. Not a solid sun, but just partly cloudy skies, but still beginning to warm up. Low temperatures tomorrow morning, pretty close to freezing in a few spots. Pretty close, be some scattered frost, mid 30s, Interstate 10, low to mid 30s, some upper 20s to near 30 up in the lakes area. And as we look at the jet stream, we still have that northwest flow. But that's going to be changing, watching a disturbance in Montana. That's the disturbance that's going to come on down and give us that chance of rain there Tuesday night. It moves on out. Ridge of high pressure begins to build by the end of next week, and we'll see temperatures, as I said, close to 70, almost spring-like coming up by the end of the week. So that's nice. Like to see ridges in the wintertime. We know it'll be a lot warmer when you see this kind of pattern. The Arctic air retreating back to the north. Futurecast for that rain Tuesday night. See it coming in late in the day, working in as that front works in from the northwest. Clears the area before daybreak on Wednesday. Let's take a look at rainfall total possibilities. A ½ inch or so, quite likely from Interstate 10 southward. Even some decent totals here and there in the lakes there. This may be overdone a little bit. Certainly not expecting any heavy thunderstorms, anything like that. So that's good news there. Futurecast tonight, we're going to drop on down to the lower to mid 30s. Should be clear. Some high clouds beginning to come in late tonight into tomorrow. Tomorrow, boy, look at that. Mid 60s, south to southwest winds. A little bit breezy at times too coming up tomorrow. And then as we head throughout tomorrow evening, mid 50s by 7 o'clock. And your marine forecast, a little bit breezy tomorrow. We'll have southwest to south winds up to about 15 knots. Water temperature at 54. All right, clear skies, cold tonight, some scattered frost possible again tomorrow morning, but not nearly as cold. We had 20s this morning. We'll be in the 30s tonight. Tomorrow, becoming partly cloudy and warmer, mid 60s across the board. I can't remember the last time we had mid to upper 60s across southeast Texas. It's been a while. It's been a few weeks, that's for sure. A little bit breezy on those south and southwest winds. Now that 7-day forecast, 66 tomorrow, upper 60s on Tuesday, and then we get that chance of rain Tuesday night with our cold front. A lot of sun Wednesday, Thursday, but we do cool off a little bit again. Low 60s, lows in the 40s there